What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming, y'all. It has been a long time. I know. I apologize, man. I mean, I don't even have an excuse. Um, I just had to take some time away from YouTube because I felt like I was too random on the channel. Things were kind of all over the place and stuff like that. So I wanted to take a step back and really see what are the things that I really want to focus on going forward. And y'all can see I'm rocking the Goku, uh, the jacket. So I got it for my birthday from my wife. I love it, man. I really like it. But y'all, what I want to talk about is, and going forward on the channel, I do want to talk Madden every now and then. But man, I have been so full for some college football, man. And I've been following the cases and things like that. And y'all, there is nothing that I've seen that is preventing EA Sports from making another college football game. So I don't know why they won't make one. Well, I have some theories. I have some ideas. My idea is that they don't, because they can't pay the players, because the players can't get paid. It doesn't fit EA's business model as far as like the Ultimate Team stuff and things like that. But no one cares about that for college football. And that's the truth. Because it's college football. Those players are going to be there. If they're a freshman, they're going to be on your team. The longest a player is going to be on your team is 5 years if they're redshirted. And you can only play with them if they're not redshirted. So you're only playing with them for at the most 4 years, and then you have a completely new team and things like that. We saw it last year in Madden with Texas and Oregon in long shot and stuff like that, and actually being able to play with them, which it surprised me this year that they didn't do the same thing. But it showed one thing. It showed that EA can put generic players into the game. We know that because of Team Builder on EA Sports website, that you could make a team and you had a generic roster for that team. And what's interesting is with last year's Madden, you would have thought that the hype around that and everything that went into that, the college side of it, also with Texas, University of Texas, allowing them that exposure and stuff like that, that EA Sports would something would click and say, we got to get this game back out. I was watching an interview, I think it was with IGN and one of the executives at EA Sports, and he brought up college football, and he basically said that there's nothing. They could put out an NCAA football game if they want to, or a college football game, because of course they don't have the NCAA license, but EA Sports can get that back. The NCAA is not going to turn down that money. And so what bothers me the most is the fact that EA Sports knows that people want this game, and they won't even address us and say, I wouldn't even mind if they came out and said, look, guys, we just don't want to do NCAA again, or this is where we're at, And I know people always bring up IMG, but man, I don't care for that. It ain't going to be licensed. I want a licensed NCAA football game, a licensed college football game. Doesn't have to have NCAA on it, as long as it got the teams, the playoffs and things like that. I don't want to have to go through and create every single team. You see what I'm saying? I want a real college football game with actual college football teams. Players, like I said, I don't care about that. I don't, if I pick a team, I don't mind putting the players on the team that's actually there. Half the time, we always create ourselves anyway in the game, so it don't even matter. But like I said, I don't see anything stopping EA Sports from doing this, and I would just appreciate it from a consumer standpoint for them to come out and say, either they're just flat out not going to do it, or they're thinking about it, or this is what's, down the road and stuff like that, because EA is in a difficult spot right now as far as gaming. Now, as far as the mobile stuff, I mean, they on fire with that. That ain't even gonna lie. They making money. The team that used to do NCAA football is now doing Madden Mobile and now Madden Overdrive, and that has been extremely successful. And that was one of the things that the guy was talking about, saying that they made more money from Madden Mobile than they did from NCAA football. So with EA's eyes, they're like, the fans don't want college football. They want Madden Mobile. No. Who's playing Madden Mobile? It's the younger generation. And I understand, trying to cater to the generation that's going to bring you the most money. But there's a generation. I mean, NCAA football was out it came out in 2013. So that was 5 years ago. But there's a big enough group of gamers who want NCAA, who will pay money for that game to support it and justify them making that game. And it's more than a game. So if anybody from EA is listening, there are players out there. Everybody, like, I'm out of high school, been out of high school. Y'all know that. But I wasn't recruited in high school. I did play college football, but I walked on. I was a walk-on. I played at Southern Arkansas. But I never got to go through the recruiting process. I didn't ever get to go to a big time Division I program and stuff like that. And so it's really fun. Like, to me, it's more than a game. And I'm sure I can relate. This is going to relate to a lot of people. It's more than a game. I can never go back and play high school football to know what it feels like to get recruited. I can never go back to college and play football. My eligibility is up and stuff. To know what it's like to play at a big-time Division I program and be the leader on the team and lead the team to a championship and stuff like that, the ups, the downs, the workouts, and all those kinds of things. Being able to have a video game that allows me to do that, or then allows people to do that, it's almost therapeutic. It's almost therapeutic. It's being able to relive something that you wasn't able to live or want to relive and things like that, man. And people deserve that, especially people who are willing to pay money for that. You could announce NCAA right now, and I guarantee you that the pre-order sales would go through the roof. I look at, from a business standpoint, EA, this is something that can save EA Sports. Because Madden is, you have MUT and you do have Madden Mobile, but like I said, those younger people who are playing those games, they're going to grow up and understand football more. And then they're going to start asking the same questions that a lot of us are asking now as to why this isn't in the game, why is this being represented this way and that way, et cetera, et cetera. And I know we can sit here and say, well, we're doing the best we can. But EA, I know for a fact with the technology out there, the money that y'all make and the resources that y'all have, Madden is not the best product that y'all can put out. It's not. I'm sorry. I just don't believe it. The reason why, because I know that most of the money, most of the resources goes towards MUT because it's some money. It's a company, EA Sports, EA, Electronic Arts, Tiburon. It's a company and you're there to make money. So I'm not bashing that, but just be more transparent with people because there's no reason why in Madden 19 that we don't have a superstar mode when we had it in 2005. It was extremely popular. And ever since NFL 2K5, everybody has been asking for it, so you can't say that it's not a popular feature that people don't want it in the game. You can't say that. You see what I'm saying? And I know people may say, well, let 2K come out with a game, college football game. 2K is going to have microtransactions. Bro, you won't even be able to put a different pair of cleats on without paying some VC for it. You won't be able to upgrade your player without VC and things like that. So I like EA Sports college football games. I like the way they were, so that's who I would like to do it. However, San Diego Studios, who does MLB The Show, this is a small studio, but my God, MLB The Show is legit, man. It is the best baseball game ever. And I feel like if they ever had a chance to do a college football game, look out. Look out. And if you haven't seen MLB The Show, I'm not even a huge baseball fan, and I love that game. That game is so much fun. The graphics, the depth, everything, and the fact that you can carry your player to each new rendition of the game. Madden, you have to recreate your player. You can't carry him over from superstar mode. I mean, not superstar mode, but single player connected franchise mode. But I have to digress. But y'all, man, Flim Low Raps, man, let's get on this, man. I know Flim been on it, but that's the direction that I want to go more with this channel, is more towards college football, because I know that it is coming back. And I'm more passionate about college football than I am about Madden. And I'm more passionate about college football than I am about the NFL. So that's the direction that the channel is going to be going on. Expect more videos about that. Now, we will still discuss Madden and other games. But definitely it's going to be more college football heavy, because I know the game is coming back out. And I'm not talking about IMV. No, I'm talking about a real licensed college football game, because let's be real, Gridiron Champions, it ain't coming out next year. It's going to be 2020. EA Sports can put out a college football game next year if they want to, because they already have everything that they need to make the game. It's not something that was going to take a year or something to that effect. They even had a college football game made. NCAA 15 was made, but because of everything that happened, they just never released it. So, but that's all I got for right now, y'all. I know it's been a long time. I apologize, but let's get back into this thing. College football, NCAA, hashtag bring it back, baby. Bring back NCAA. Till next time, y'all. Peace.